Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Cancer in November 2019. What's going on, Cancer? How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. All right, guys. November 2019. Welcome in. Happy Thanksgiving right off the bat for those who will be celebrating later in November. I hope you guys have an amazing time with your friends and your family. Eat lots of turkey and ham. Eat all the delicious desserts that you can, and then fall asleep on the couch like 40 minutes after. Anyway, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with, I hope you have an amazing time. Please make sure that you're safe and kind to everybody, and of course spread the love and the thankfulness and the gratitude around, okay? Speaking of Thanksgiving, let me tell you right now, your girl Jay will go live during Thanksgiving week, probably that Monday or Wednesday of that week. I'll go live here on the channel answering your questions. Whoever shows up in the chat gets a free little mini reading. One simple question per person, okay? We're going to set that precedence at the start. But my purpose of doing it is because I've had an incredible time. You know, I launched this channel back in 2018, so it's a little over a year and a half, I believe. And it's just been a crazy, cool ride, and I'm enjoying myself. And so I want to give back to the people that have supported me and the people that continue to come and view my videos. So if you're one of those people, or if you're just a newbie, that's totally cool too. I will be doing that live event for you guys, okay? Anything else? Yes, okay. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and comment if you find a message here that resonates with you, or you just generally like my vibe, or you want to admire my hands in the future. People compliment my hands a lot, and I'm just like, they're just hands, but I guess it's something to be complimented on. Anyway, yeah, so like, share, subscribe, and comment, do all that fun stuff YouTube allows you to do. Cancer. Main spread is there. I will shuffle on camera now for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all the cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, that's when the reading begins. Timestamp is in the description box below. If you choose to jump ahead, you may do so. Also down there is the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me. If you need to clarify anything before you place an order, if you have a general question that you think that I need to be clearer with, you can ask me at the same address and I will answer you as soon as possible, okay? All right, that's all the intro. Let's get into the shuffling. Please show me Cancer's outcome for November 2019. Please show me Cancer's outcome for November 2019. Please show me. There it goes. I was like, that didn't feel right. But they showed me where to go. There it is. Came in a side position, so let's see which way it goes on the board for you. Yeah, okay, thank you. On the card that came face down, let's go ahead and flip it. Bang! Perfect. By perfect, I mean the spacing. What that means in your reading, I don't know yet. I don't know if it's perfect. Perfection is not possible in this world anyway. But that's just me rambling. All right, Cancer, let's get into it. Please show me where Cancer is in November 2019. Please show me Cancer in November 2019. Please show me. Okay. That was not clear. One more time, please. One more time. Cancer, November 2019. Please show me. Okay, okay. They came back. They're like, no, we meant that. All right, guys. Yeah, coming into November 2019, Cancer, you come in with the Chariot card. Now, you're having a very similar reading already to Gemini. If you're dealing with a Gemini, go watch that reading, or browse through it, see if any of the messages overlap. So I'm going to hit you with what I hit them. This is a part of the triplet. If you have been with me for a while, you kind of know what that means, but if you're new, I will explain. I only ever intend to lay 6 cards. You obviously have 7 in your main spread. You have 2 cards in one position, making a nice little triangle shape, which I call the triplet. The triplet is sometimes a complementary or supplementary story to what we discuss in the 4 cards. I don't know what it is just yet. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what you get. The other thing with this is that I don't normally start a reading within the triplet. So when that happens, I think it's normally giving us a context, giving us the background or the history of a situation. So there you go. That's kind of my spiel about the triplet. Now, you're here in the Major Arcana, the Chariot, because this is your card, Cancer. So you're showing up in your own power at your starting position. Now, it feels like you know a situation, or it feels like you know the moves you have to make. It feels kind of like an escape route feeling. It kind of feels like, based on what has transpired recently, or based on what you know of a situation, or based on what people are bringing to you in a situation, you gotta go. It's not acceptable what you're receiving. It's not acceptable what you're enduring. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Therefore, move away. In some cases, it feels like this is a protective thing. In other cases, it feels like an escape thing. In some cases, this feels like the natural end or the natural progression for you in a situation. There's not anything else I could learn here. There's not anything else I could contribute to this situation. So I'm best to take myself and put myself in my chariot and move on. It's going to come in for different reasons for you guys. But what I'm ultimately connecting with for you, Cancer, is this desire to get away. I don't want to be here anymore. You're lamenting this, you're angry about this, you're sad when you say this, some of you are excited when you say this. Regardless of how you feel when you say it, there is just this feeling of Cancer wants to leave. Cancer doesn't want to remain here. Cancer wants to get on with their lives, or get on with another project, or get on with another relationship, or get on with being single, or get on with whatever. The current circumstances or the relationships that you're in now, it's just not doing it. So you got to go. So you got to go. That already is overlapping a little bit with Gemini. Already. This persistence, or excuse me, not persistence, but this tenacious attitude towards moving. And I spoke about this card in their reading in a very similar way. If you are connected with a Gemini in any way, friendship, lovers, co-workers, I don't care. Go watch their stuff, or at least skim through it and listen a little bit. Now, determined to move. Determined. Is it practically going to work? Can you make it happen? Because what I'm feeling is possibly barriers to it. Strength card and the Seven of Wands beneath your starting position. Strength card, Major Arcana for Leo, so you could have a Leo in your midst, but you don't have to. It's a general reading after all. And again, I'm saying Gemini. If you don't know any Gemini, forget it. You can choose to watch the video, or you can choose not to. It's really your call, what you feel drawn to do, yeah? So, the foundation of where you are now, or kind of what is influencing you now, or what you've been dealing with as of late, it feels like resistance. You know, the Seven of Wands often is a defensive posture or defensive energy, but paired with the Strength card, whew, that's like over the top. That's like taking the ferocity and the fiery nature of the Strength card and pairing it with this defensive, you know, I'm going to stand my ground kind of approach, equals maybe you're dealing with a person who cries victim, or feels they're being victimized, or feels they're being misunderstood, or feels they're being backed into a corner, that they're being mistreated, that they're being taken advantage of, and to walk away from them would just prove to them how disloyal you are, would prove to them how much you don't care, would prove to them how much you've never been on their side, something like this. And it's like it's a backwards way, a passive aggressive way of strong-arming another person, of strong arming people around you to take pity on you or to view you, like I said, as a victim. You know, view you as someone that needs protecting or someone that needs your help, someone that needs your resources in some cases, and to leave them now, to walk away from the relationship, to leave the job. I mean, and that's the thing. This could be like your boss or someone in your coworker. You're telling your coworker, you know, I'm thinking of getting a new job. And they're like, how could you leave me here with all these monsters? Are you serious, Sandra? Or Christopher, or whoever the hell you are? Are you serious? We're 2 grown adults. Go get another job the same way I'm getting another. How could you leave me, Cancer? Oh no, I'm gonna be here working for Deborah. It's Deborah. Like, girl, bye. Or boy, bye. Like, what are you talking about? In this free market, if you can't go get another job, if you're not tied down to like a long-standing profession, if you can't go get another damn job, and you're going to say, I'm abandoning you, or how could I? Please. So that's what I mean. It's like this weird trying to guilt you into remaining involved in their situation, in the relationship, in the connection. And it's just like, Cancer is like, no. It holds you up. I don't feel a total bolt out the door, but I do see you being a little like, God, okay, maybe I don't have to leave like just yet. In the job situation, I don't think anybody's gonna like, I mean, maybe, I don't know who you are, Cancer. I don't know how sensitive you are to other people's moods or attitudes towards their own job, but it feels like, especially like in family and dating relationships or even friendship circles, I feel that pull on you is a little stronger. It's a little bit more acute, a little more stingy, like pow. Oh, Cancer, where do you think you're going? Okay, fine, I'm not going to go just yet. And it could be something as simple as like you want to leave a party. I don't want to reduce it to something so simple, but like that type of behavior when you're ready to go because you've got to work at 8 a.m. but your partner is like, come on, babe, let's just have another drink. Come on, just one more. Come on, Cancer, just one more drink. Come on. And you're like, fine, one more drink. And then that drink takes like 40 minutes to get down the throat. And you're like, okay, your drink is done. Let's go. Oh, babe, but oh my God, I love this song. And it's just like, are you serious? I have to be to work, or I have an appointment, or I have this and I have that. This person ropes you. So that I could definitely see. Like, listen, I'm just like done dealing with that bullshit. This is Cancer talking. I'm done dealing with that bullshit. As resilient as a Cancer can be, which is considerable, when you really get in your mood and you're really resolute, you can really be kind of staunch and you can be really firm with people. But in a lot of your cases, because you care about this person so much, or they have some type of hold over you, they can rope you in almost easily. So again, it's like this putting off. Okay, fine, I'll do it tomorrow. Or, you know, babe, just call in sick. It's not a big deal. I love you so much. It's just like, okay, fine, I won't go to work tomorrow. And it's like, really? Your drunk girlfriend convinced you, you know, whatever. So that's what it feels like. This feels lighter. I'm going to say that. This feels much lighter than Gemini's, but they also had a similar situation where feeling stuck but not being able to move. I feel Cancer, you know how to move. You know what to do. You just don't do it. Theirs is like they don't know what to do and they're stuck. You know, but you just are not acting on it because you're pulled back in. Somebody has a strong hold on your heart, on your mind. Yeah. That's interesting. Now, what's going on in the fourth? Oh, okay. Listen. Which one, please show me? Okay. I see. Okay. But why? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get this connection right because all four kind of popping out at me right now, but I want to see which one is strongest. Which one is strongest? Please show me. Okay, thank you. Yeah. They're like, that one, we told you. Three of Swords. Eek. Ugh. Ook. Yuck. All right. This card is regular, third-party situation. If you know, you already know. I don't think I'm surprising anybody here because I don't see in totality third-party cheating. I could see third-party distraction. I could see third-party overbearing family or interfering friendships. I don't feel third-party someone's having an illicit affair. In some of your cases, if you know it's true, perfect, go ahead and plug it in. But the Three of Swords, more so for you, Cancer, showing up because of disappointment, because of frustration, because of sadness, because of melancholy, because of depression. You and or your partner or someone significant and close to you. And again, I use the whole, just to jump back to the triplet real quick, I use the whole, drunk girlfriend or, annoying coworker. This could be a family situation. It could be any relationship, any type of dynamic between you and another person. So with this 3, that's where it's coming from. It could be heartbreak. It could be, like I said, in some of your cases, it could be that third-party cheating scenario. But what I'm really getting is you and or another person are just dismayed and upset at the current state of affairs between the two of you or just in your mood. Now, I didn't say this in Gemini's reading, but I will say it here. A lot of people get seasonal depression or seasonal blues. The fall up here in the northern hemisphere, the leaves start changing color, the temperature drops, it becomes rainy, it becomes, chilly and all that kind of stuff. And it really puts people in a kind of in a low mood, in a low vibe, right? It could be that. Not as an excuse, but I feel as though somebody, that energy there is either purely seasonal or it's seasonal plus it's connected to someone like being influenced by their environment. If it's rainy, if the leaves are dying off of the branch, life is just so sad. It's just like they easily not equate, but they're easily influenced by their environment. This person could be you, could be someone else. And again, it's not an excuse. It's just more of like, that's the reality of it. This person tends to get really melancholy around this time of year. Now, up here in the States, and this is being a November reading, this could all be due to having to deal with family during the holidays. Every time I go home, it's a headache. Every time I go home, my mom or my dad or whoever criticizes me. Every time I deal with my uncle, he gets on his political rants, and then it's a whole thing. And it's just like anticipating some type of hurt feelings or living in this energy of everything is crap or most things are crap. And like part of it is kind of like a YOLO. Since I'm hurt already, or since this is already a crappy situation, I might as well, spend $800 down at Macy's or something like that. Screw it. It's like this very reactionary energy with the Three of Swords that feels like it's mostly somebody else, but it's a general reading. It could be flipped the other way. You could partner in that energy with the Three of Swords. You could share that. So if this person, like I said, they have a tie to you or they have a hold on you, right? If this person turns into reckless abandonment, and if they turn into, like I said, getting drunk at the bar at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday, let's have one more drink, babe. You're like, okay, babe, okay, cool. Or, okay, babe, no discrimination. Everybody has their partners here. So this person could influence you in their downtrodden energy. They could bring you down. They're possibly quite unintentionally influencing you. Energetically speaking. It's like you're like a sponge around this person. Yeah. So what happens? Not what happens, but the context or the deeper context Here it is, God. The Lovers. So, card of Gemini, I told you. You showed up in their reading, they're showing up in your reading. There is a kind of, if you know for sure there's a Gemini in your life, go take a look. Now, if you're not dealing with a Gemini, that's totally fine. It's a general. And I explained that to them, and I'll explain it to you. This is sometimes viewed as a soulmate card in the tarot. I'll allow it because I can't control your thoughts. I can't control what you think. My intention with soulmate is never to say, oh, soulmate, you guys are cookie cutter made for each other and cutesy and rainbows and sunshine. No. Soulmates are often very difficult energies to deal with, or difficult people to deal with, yeah? You learn a lot of lessons with soulmates, or you do a lot of growing together if you do, you know, have a substantial, long-standing relationship. The example I always use here on my channel is my sister, my lovely little sister, who, oh my God, she's on my nerves recently, but, and not even on my nerves. She called me earlier, and I was just like, ugh. But you see, I'm calling her my soulmate, but, like, I wanted to, like, strangle her for, like, 2 seconds, you know? And not literally, okay? But, you see, the soulmate can be an aggravating person to you. So, if you think soulmates are made of gumdrops and sunshine and lollipops, that's not aligned with what I think a soulmate is. But you may apply the definition if you choose to, or the word if you choose to. Now, this person, or at least the bond between you, is significant as hell, Cancer. As hell. It's so significant. I feel like family, friends, and then romantic is kind of where this is coming in. Or in terms of like long standing, or in terms of time. So family, in most cases, we've known them all of our lives, right? You know, however old you are, however old your cousin or your sister is, whatever. Friends usually tend to last a little longer, or not last longer, but you might have known a friend since like middle school, and then relationships. Maybe you've been dating someone for 3, 4, 5 years, something like that. So that's the temporal connection that I feel, is that the history between you and this person is not just a few months. It's not even a couple of years. This is like a long time you've known this person. And that's why they get this hold on you. That's why you often might mirror or absorb their energy, and them you sometimes. You guys are, no, what's that word? Oh my God. What is that word? It's so on the tip of my tongue. Shit. I can't think of the word. I will go with simpatico, even though that's not the word. That's not the word I want. But you guys are so in step with one another, right? That's the point of the Lovers for me. Whether or not you're actually romantically involved is kind of beyond the point again. And as much as, again, you would want to leave or go somewhere new or transcend, get over this hump, get over these ways of having, you know, on again, off again kind of energy, or sometimes we're in a good space together, other times we're like at each other's throats, or other times they're driving me up a wall. Your desire to move past that is often undermined by you realizing how long or how deep this relationship is. I can't just give up on them, Jay. I understand. I just can't walk away. I totally understand. Doesn't change what you feel. And it doesn't mean that to go away, Cancer wants to go away. It doesn't mean Cancer wants to leave forever. Maybe Cancer wants a break. Maybe Cancer needs a timeout. Maybe Cancer, like I said in Gemini's reading, you just need a change of location, you know? All right, Cancer, sorry about that. So yeah, maybe you're like and I think this is where I got cut off. I could be wrong. But maybe you're like a young couple and you might live with your parents or their parents or something like that. And your desire to leave is just to go live on your own with your partner instead of having to be at the beck and call of your parents or their parents or whatever it is. It's like that. It's like a desire for a certain type of freedom or autonomy, but maybe not necessarily like totally break it off in some of your cases, okay? Now, Exactly. There you go. Right next to that Lover's card, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is the offer of a new start. This is the offer, a practical offer, an offer of money or some type of tangible object that you can build a foundation upon, that you can gain stability from. Like I said earlier, some of you want to quit that job, but your friend is just like, "Oh, Cancer, don't leave me." And it's like, dude, we've worked together for this many years, and you know, I absolutely adore you. I love coming to work. You make coming to work one of the best parts. Or coming to work, you being here is one of the best parts of coming to work. However, I need to see my money grow. I need to have more savings. I need to be able to afford a house or to afford a condo or something like that. And I'm not going to make it here with the little bit of money that I have. Not little bit, but I'm like looking to increase my revenue or increase my income. And Cancer, I really feel you're in this place of confliction of wanting to do what's best for yourself or wanting to do what's best for you and them, but feeling tied or guilted or pulled back into the status quo, being pulled back into what is normal or what has become the norm. Yeah? In the case of the job, if the job that you apply for comes back and says, Cancer, we're very interested in you, we'd like to extend the offer to you, I would say don't deny that. Do not sacrifice your own happiness or your own financial growth, stability, future endeavors, and the things that you could do with more money in your pocket for the sake of a coworker who's just going to be too sad to see you go. They'll get over it. And if they don't get over it, that's their problem. That is my honest advice in terms of the job. Because if it's if the new job increases your income, allows for more future opportunities for growth and what do you call that? Expansion. Thank you. Why would you pass it up for a friend? No, I don't care if they're your best friend since first grade. Screw that. And to a degree, screw them. Because now I'm going to kind of be critical towards everybody that's kind of got this rope around you, this leash on you, Cancer. If they are wanting you to stay where you are, in spite of potential growth, expansion, happiness, contentment, clear-headedness, that they're asking you to sacrifice yourself for them. There are times and places for that, Cancer. If they repeatedly do that, if they repeatedly expect that from you, I would question how loyal you should remain to somebody who does that to you or who has that effect on you. Yeah? I'm not saying you need to totally, 86 them from your life, chuck a deuce on them and never speak to them again. I'm not saying that, but definitely consider your personal goals, your path in life, what you want to accomplish, what you want to feel, what you want to align yourself with. And if they are not aligned with that, or if they will not allow you to travel that road, you're going to have to renegotiate what our relationship is. But that's just me. That's what I would do. And I'm not really supposed to weigh in, but I did. Now, your final card in your main spread is the Six of Wands. Now, given what it's... Oh, yes! Look at that. Because I was about to go into the whole traditional spiel of what that card was, but then I was just like, but that's not it today, Jay. That's not it today. It is not that today, because look what it's caught between. What is above the the Six of Wands? You have that Ace of Pentacles. In the conscious mind, in your line of sight, is the new opportunity, especially of a financial or tangible way. You might be given a gift. It could just be you win a scratch off, or you enter, you walk in the mall or you walk anywhere. Would you like to enter a contest to win a free vacation to Maui? You enter the contest, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to get spammed with so many emails. And then they hit you back. You get the vacation to Maui. It could be something so random like that. That's above you. It's in your mind. It comes down from out of nowhere. It comes out of nowhere. Great. What's across from you is that sad, oh God, this heavy, just like despondent energy, depressed energy. This, in some cases, this person, again, victimizing themselves, claiming that you're betraying them, claiming that you don't love them, claiming that you don't love them enough, or claiming that you only love them sometimes. The third party situation, invading, in-laws, or people, if you live in a home of a parent, it could be, them guilt tripping you, well, if you both would save your money, I guess you could be moving out in a couple of months, huh? And it's just like this burdensome energy from these people around you. Now, the Six of Wands, as a standalone card, normally indicates success. I think that all depends on what you want in this case. I feel you're determined here in the triplet with that Chariot card yourself. But like I said, you're coming up against very tightly contested or very sharply contested energy with the Strength card and the Seven of Wands. Whoever you're dealing with, they're not a sucker. They're not an easy person to defeat, quote unquote defeat. They're not an easy person to persuade or to get away from, right? So that depends on what you align yourself with. This Six of Wands, this potential victory for you. Do you want to align yourself with the opportunity that is presented to you, that comes out of left field, or that you go and you find on your own and you source this out yourself, right? Or do you want to stay saddled with their sad ass energy? They have a negative disposition right now. Maybe not always. Like I said, some are having like the seasonal blues. Maybe they're down on their luck. They've had, a string of bad luck lately, and they feel like really like, well, there's nothing going well in my life, so I might as well just YOLO everything. YOLO, YOLO. And I know people probably don't say that anymore, but you know what I mean? Like, they're just like losing all sense of rationality to some extent. You are positioned between these two. Catty corner to that, diagonal to that, is that Lovers thing of recognizing your connection, but how do you want to sort of, if you had to choose which way to go to get to the Lovers, just say, do you want to go 1, 2, 3, or do you want to go 1, 2, 3? I know I would choose to go through the Pentacles. It's a lot more pleasant. Maybe a gamble, because aces are only potential. They're not guarantees. You might get that new job and you make more money, but socially, atmospherically with your coworkers, they're all a bunch of buttheads, or they're difficult people to work with, or it's a high stress environment, right? So you get the increase in your income, but you do lose out on that, best work friend. Okay. There is risk involved with the aces. However, the potential outweighs this thing, which you already know, which is already established. Outcome, Cancer. King of Pentacles. Well, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, but you don't have to be. Listen, guys, listen. This is sort of the head honcho. Could be a boss in some of your cases. This could be the boss you have now, or the boss you might work for in the future. Somebody who is ample or accomplished in their field, right? It doesn't have to be that they're rich, but they're certainly comfortable. They're certainly stable. This could be a father figure for some of you. This could be, a friend or a mentor to you. Someone that of status in your life. Doesn't have to be a male just because it's a king. But I feel that this is an energy that you want to be around, a person you want to be around, or this is something you want to obtain for yourself. I'm definitely feeling like somebody who mentors you, somebody that is an inspiration to you, somebody who, when the chips are down, can offer you sort of a guiding hand or a leg up. They can really help you along, but they're not an endless supply. The opportunity to connect with this person isn't slim, but it's limited. This person even if you know them, like in their, you know, a member of your family, or they're a close friend of yours, they're not just always going to rescue you or always going to step in to help you through. But I feel that right now, this person would be helping you through. So if you do need to move out and your mom is nagging you, get out of my house, get out of my house. This could be your dad being like, come talk to me in the garage at 8 o'clock. And he's like, listen, I set aside a little bit of money. I'm going to give you $1,000. That'll give you a boost to get you out of the house so that we can both stop hearing your mom nag on and on and on and on about you moving out. Something like that. So, you know, it's just like that. It's just like a one-time or very seldom time helping hand from this person. And if it's not, like I said, an external person that does that for you, that's you. You want to be that. You're envisioning yourself as that while you're in your chariot idling. Because again, I don't think you're moving just yet. I think some of you are feel like you're caught between a rock and a hard place. But your intention is to eventually become like the King of Pentacles. Yes, overall energy, absolutely. 7 of Pentacles, evaluation. Looking at the seeds that you've planted, what is growing on the vine for you currently right now, and what is helpful to you. What is nourishment to you in terms of Pentacles? So what can you do to secure your finances? You know, some of you are looking at that. What can you do in this relationship to better manage your finances? If it's the, babe, let's have one more drink, da, 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 da. It's just a matter of reminding your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever, listen, if we want to move out, or if we want to move into a bigger apartment, or if we want to take that vacation to wherever, we can't be down here every week, you know, buying drinks at happy hour for our friends and family. You can't be spending money, you know, buying everything on Amazon that, you know, tickles your fancy. We have to tighten our belts around here. So this is holding yourself accountable and really focusing on what you have to offer, or what is viable in your life in terms, again, of finances and resources. And if you're in partnership or in close relationship with people who share your goals, or who you know you're going to be tied to, you know you're not leaving them, it's a significant relationship between you and you don't want to leave maybe, then let's get serious here. Let's get serious about how we can obtain our goals. This is evaluation time. Let's bust out the spreadsheets. Let's look at all the bank statements and let's hammer this shit out. In other cases, like I said, for the job, this is you evaluating. If I take this job, what am I getting? What are the perks? What are the benefits? If I take the other job, you know, some of you might have choice, because often with the Lovers, it's a choice between two. You might have choice in a job. Maybe you apply to like 4 or 5 or 6 jobs and 2 get back. Which one has the better offer? You got to think about it. And you might consult someone with that King of Pentacles. You might ask your current boss, who might be cool with you leaving. What would you do if you were in my shoes, Timothy? Something like that. Cancer, that's your reading for November 2019. If you liked it, the like button is down below. Go ahead and hit that for me. If you resonated with the message at all, go ahead and tell me in the comments. I would love to read it because I'm nosy. And that's like semi-true. I'm like, sometimes I'm just like, please don't share your story. Not here on the channel, but like in real life. Sometimes, you know, you ever talk to people who like overshare? It's ridiculous. Anyway, but if you want to tell me how this resonated in your life, feel free to leave a comment down below. You can share this video across your social media platforms, let other people know you like my stuff and you like the message. And of course, guys, you can subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. That would be grand. Cancer, I'll be back in about 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks to do your, probably more like 2 weeks, to do your mid-November messages. You have that to look forward to. Again, I will go live Thanksgiving week. For everybody in the collective, I'll do live readings here on the channel. If you show up and you ask a question, cool beans. If not, sorry. And I think I'll probably once again do the no communication readings later on in December. That seemed to go off pretty well. People seem to really jive with that energy. Jive, come on. Resonate with those messages. So I'll do that again sometime in the future. All right, Cancer. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I really do appreciate it. Take care.